Okay, guys, you already know the drill. Bryce Buchanan with Buchanan Windows, guys, currently killing the window game every single day. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be getting into basically my setup, my pure setup of squeegees, what bulb I use, what belt I use, do I have towels, etc., etc. What is my setup for my window cleaning journey, what I use every single day to clean commercial and residential properties. So guys, just to give you a sneak peek, this is my tool belt here. My bulb is detached. This is my bow maker silencer. I have a few things like a wool pad that I use. There's other things like a TDS meter that I keep in my pouch as well. And we're also going to be getting into like the squeegees that I use, etc., etc. So guys, first things first, let's talk about the squeegees. Guys, also just keep in mind, this is my opinion. So you're going to have a lot of other window cleaners either agree or disagree with me in terms of my squeegees and my whole setup. Some people are going to say I have a minimalist setup. I like to carry everything at once, so this way I don't have to constantly go back in my truck. Guys, the first squeegee that you are going to see me use is going to be this one. This is the Ed Easy Ledge squeegee. This one is basically for handwork. If I have to do straight pulls with this, I will, but it's very few and far between. I would say this right here is 98% hand. I squeegee with my right, I mop with my left. This makes it very good to close out on corners. I see a lot of people or sills or frames. I see a lot of people say that this is basically a beginner squeegee. I don't think so, man. I have been using this for so long. I love the grip. I love the girth of it. I love the quick connect. The only thing wrong with it is that I don't know if you can see, I do have some tape in there just to keep it from sliding around. But I mean, this right here is a day one squeegee for me, and it's a great one. I highly recommend it. Guys, next one is going to be the Unger Ergotech. I believe this is a 30-degree squeegee. This is my straight pulls. I don't use this for handwork. I use this for pole work. So I lock it on my pole. I go to crazy with it. This is specifically for straight pulls. I can use my Mormon Accelerator 2.0 for straight pulls, but I prefer this. Unger products are one of my favorites. So if you guys haven't tried it, go and try this out. Funny story, when I first started my business, I bought this on Amazon for $300. Yeah, you heard me right, $300. That was a complete and utter scam because I saw these selling for like 30, 40 bucks at my local janitorial store. So word of advice, never buy anything from Amazon. Guys, next thing we can discuss is this one. This bad boy right here, the Mormon Accelerator 2.0. This one is super cool. I do have an Ed I believe it's an Ed brass channel on it with a green rubber. Specifically, man, this is for pole work. I use this all the time for pole work. I used to use this, for hand, but I do not anymore. I only use this for pole work if like there's some tight corners or if I'm cleaning a car dealership and there's some cars in the way. All right, I break this out. I hit it at the angles. Of course, it does swivel, so which is really cool. But if you do not have this, this is a must have. So make sure you go and pick this one up. So guys, next thing we're going to talk about is this right here. So I always either have steel wool or a wool pad to use just so I can kind of get out the muck on the glass. If there's some like minor stainage, I'll just use this and it comes right off. Wool pads are great. By the way, I purchase everything on windowcleaningresource.com. I'm not an affiliate with them. I'm not big enough yet. That is the ultimate goal though. But I mean, for now, I just use this, try to get some of that gunk off the glass. Then I also use just like a mop sleeve, nothing too crazy. Now, specifically with this, I don't really use this for I don't really use this for cleaning glass. I use this for when someone has poster, someone has the poster with like the holes in it and stuff like that, or tint. I'll just take this dry and I'll just kind of go over things. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, I don't want to scrape out, tint or whatever, or I don't want to scrape poster. So that just comes in handy just to get the dirt off, the dust off of the actual poster of a commercial property. Guys, the next thing we're going to talk about is the Maker Silencer. This thing is really cool. I do think that, in my humble opinion, I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for this, but I don't want to say it's not worth the money, but it is a really good bulb. But if you guys are on a budget, man, let me introduce you to something like this. By Mormon, this thing is so good. This is all you need. I'm serious. This right here is all you need. Um, that bulb is all you need if you're a beginner or if you're 20 years into the business. I would not recommend something like this. Now, this is a Ergotech Ninja bulb. I don't like this by Unger, man. This is one of the worst bulbs because of the fact that it doesn't lock here. I mean, I really don't like it. There's some others I've bought, but for the most part, guys, if you have the money and the window cleaning is your career, I would recommend going to pick this one up, but you don't need it. The other bulb is perfectly fine. Okay, guys, so something that I failed to go over earlier was some more squeegees that I actually have on my person, and I actually have them in the back, not in my bulb necessarily. But the first one is going to be this bad boy right here. This is the mother of all squeegees. This is a Libman squeegee from Walmart. It's like trashed. So specifically with this, guys, you need to be having a Sill squeegee. If you do not, I don't care if you have 20 years experience or you're just getting started, you're doing window cleaning wrong, in my opinion. Now, why is that? I see a lot of window cleaners, man, using their 6-inch, their 8-inch squeegee to kind of clean up the sill. You're wasting your rubber, right? You can form micro tears in your rubber due to doing that. Of course, you can form them in the glass when you're cleaning and stuff, but it really, really, rubbers are expensive, man. Rubbers are very expensive, and you don't want to just necessarily, waste all your money purchasing rubbers. For me, I buy them in bulk, and if I buy them in bulk, I use this to clean the sills and just to run it over the sill and get all that muck off to make it look real nice. Is it an extra step? Sure, it is, whatever. But it saves me a lot of money in the long run. Which brings me to the next product, 6 or 8-inch squeegee, man. You need to have one of these. This is a must-have. I would say the must-haves are a Sill squeegee, a 6, 8-inch squeegee, your Mormon Accelerator 2.0. Those are your must-haves, guys. If you don't have them, I strongly encourage you get them. This 6 or 8-inch, I have two. In my pouch, I have my 6-inch channel. This is on an 8-inch channel. And again, easy ledge handle, man. Super, super good. I highly recommend it. Guys, next thing we're going to talk about is the towels. So yes, I have towels on my person. You need towels. I carry 3 towels, and I'll go over this a little later when I am discussing the pouch that I use. But guys, you need at least 3 towels on you. Maybe a couple for detailing the frames and the sills, maybe a couple to wipe down the water, maybe, whatever the case, maybe if you have a dry towel for a mistake on the glass. If you miss some water, you can kind of go in a circle and just kind of get that. But towels would be the next thing. Now, guys, this is something that I carry around a lot. Nobody else I see actually carries this, and that is this bad boy right here off the TikTok shop. This is going to be a blower. The brand is Wolfbox. Really cool. I'll even turn it on for you guys. The blower is used for 2 reasons. Number one, if the dust and dirt have collected, I'll break that out. Simply just blow it all away, and it makes cleaning the window a lot easier. The second reason is I do live in Florida. It gets very hot, so I'll kind of blow myself a little bit here. Just make sure that I'm not getting overheated. So yeah. Next thing that I'm going to have in my pouch is going to be this bad boy. This is a putty knife. The putty knife comes in handy for a multitude of reasons. Specifically with this, though, it's a firm, so it's not going to be flexible. This is specifically for taking off screens. So if I have a home that the screens are kind of budged in there, I will use this and I will just prop them out and get them out. Guys, next thing, and actually this is very recent that I have put this in my pouch, but that is going to be a water bottle. Specifically, this is a Maker water bottle. A squirt bottle, guys. In my opinion, I think you should have one. I actually recently, a couple months ago, just started. By the way, I've been cleaning windows for years, but recently I just started to use the bottle, and so it basically is just there to wet your mop from having you go back to back to your bucket frequently. I use that on multiple occasions, especially if I have a big property. The bottle is really cool, man. And yeah, so I mean, that's basically it. If you want to fill it with water, honestly, just drink from it. I used to do that. But yeah, and then I'll also spray some water on the glass as well. So that is something that you guys need to keep in mind as well. All right, guys, so going into the next product is the Unger scraper. This blade, I actually need to change it. It's looking a little rough. But I do have the scraper holster as well, and I'll show you my belt in a sec. You got to have a scraper on you, man. You don't really have to, but it does come in handy just to kind of break it out, scrape something off the glass. in terms of paint chips or just kind of whatever, some hard dirt, just to make the person that's, you're cleaning the windows for satisfied and make sure all of the dirt and dust are off. If it's too much, I will charge extra for that. But if it's a paint chip here and there or some like hard leftover residue from a poster or something, I'll just quickly get that off. It's not really an inconvenience for me and it makes them really happy. So that would be the next thing, which is a scrape. Okay, guys. So the next thing we'll talk about is my actual tool belt. So I believe this is the Trident Maker tool belt. I'm not really too sure. It is Maker products, but I believe it's the Trident. Just a simple tool belt, man. This is the tool belt I first got started with. So you really don't need nothing crazy. This is the Maker Smart Bag. Super cool, man. And then on the back here, I have my holster for that. And then I have these pouches just for my Sill squeegee, as well as my my 6 or 8-inch squeegee as well. So guys, the Maker Smart Bag is actually a really good thing, really good invention that Maker made. Really cool. I like how it's customizable. I was, if I have it, I was rocking with this Mormon bag here, this blue one. It is disgusting now because I used it for years. But it just didn't really have a lot of pockets. It didn't really have a lot of things that I wanted. And so the Maker Smart Bag came out. It is relatively expensive, man. And again, the blue bag will be fine for you. You don't need to go out and purchase a crap ton of stuff if you're just kind of part-time doing it. But this is my career, guys, so I want the best equipment. Maker Smart Bag, really good product. I highly recommend it. It's customizable. And then the Maker Belt, just simple, super quick. But yeah, and now I'm going to show you guys what it all looks like assembled. So guys, for the most part, this is kind of what it looks like. I know it's pretty bulky, but I do like to have a lot of stuff on my person. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But again, this is what it looks like. You will get a lot of comments like, hey, that's so much stuff. Do you really need all that stuff? Yes, I do need all this stuff. But guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comments. But with that being said, Buchanan Windows out.